Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Lesson 9A/4-4, representing proportional relationships in tables. So here we go with our learning target. I will use tables to determine if a relationship is proportional, or I will determine that it is not. I'm going to pause for a moment, ask you to pause, go ahead and check your answers. Let me go ahead and make this a little larger, and I will scroll down in a moment. And onward. And so here we go. I'm actually going to skip this discovery piece. We're going to see if we can squeeze it in during class. Now, if you can't make it to class, then you're going to have to do it on your own, but we shall go over it together today. So let's talk. In fact, this first piece is going to be the top part of your homework assignment, and that's just discussing what a proportional relationship is. A proportional relationship is a relationship between two quantities, two different things, in which the ratio of one quantity to the other is always the same, always constant. Now, in the activity we just did with the turtles, just to point out what you should have seen, excuse me, the tortoise had a constant speed, and so the relationship between the time and the distance that tortoise is located at is proportional. It's like saying $6 an hour, $6 an hour, $6 an hour. That's a proportional relationship, as opposed to $6 for the first hour, $8 for the second hour, $10 for the third hour. Those are not a constant ratio. All right, so now we're going to get into notes. If you'd like to open up that notes page, press pause, come back to it. And let's talk about the first relationship. Mrs. Smith is planning a year-end pizza party for her students. Ace Pizza offers a free delivery and charges of $8 for each medium pizza. Go ahead and complete the table, hit pause, and complete the table. Come back when you're ready. And so if you notice, if it's $8 for one pizza, another $8, that would mean two pizzas would be $16. 3 would be $24, and 4 would be $32. Now, can we examine this relationship, analyze it, and decide if it is proportional or not? Sure. The first thing we're going to do is set up the ratio. And when we do that, oftentimes I've encouraged you guys to write the units first, right? So you set up the ratio so that we have dollars per pizza. Now, in this case, there's no point writing 0 divided by 0 ever. You cannot divide a number by 0. That is impossible. But we can start off with every other ratio. So we have $8 for one pizza. We have $16 for two pizzas, 24 for 3, and 32 for 4. Now, what's 8 divided by 1? What's 16 divided by 2? What's the quotient of 24 and 3 and 32 and 4? You guessed it. It is always $8 per pizza. Notice here that the ratios are always equivalent. Therefore, with a common ratio of $8 per pizza, that proves that the relationship is proportional. Pause if you need to. Come on back when you're ready. Let's examine the next relationship. At the beginning of the year, Isabel had $120 in the bank. Now, each week she deposits another 20 bucks. Is her account balance proportional to the number of weeks of deposits? And of course, we are going to explain why or why not. Now let's think about this. Let's consider it. At week 0, she does not have $0. She already had $120 in the bank. That being said, she deposits an additional $20 each week, so 120 plus an extra 20 is 140. If you'd like, go ahead and hit pause. Come on back when you're ready with the rest of the table completed. Another 20, another 20, another 20 gives us the following numbers. Now let's go ahead and examine the relationship. Now notice in this case, we're going to do the balance, or the dollars, per week. So again, no point writing 120 divided by 0. That is impossible to figure out. But we can do 140 divided by 1. We can do 160 divided by 2. We can do 180 compared to 3 weeks. And we can do 200 compared to 4 weeks, which is pretty quick. 200 divided by 4, 50. 180 divided by 3 is 60. 160 divided by 2 and 140 divided by 1 And very quickly you see, is this relationship proportional? No. Why is it not proportional? Explain why. Well, in this case, it is not proportional because the ratio of dollars to weeks changes. It is not the same every time. And I wonder if you could notice the big difference in the tables from this relationship to the previous relationship. Go back and look at the cost of pizzas versus balance per week. See if you see the big difference why one is proportional, one is not. I'm just going to plant that seed, keep it in your head, and let's carry on. Package shipping company charges $5.25 to deliver a package. In addition, they charge 45 cents for each pound over 1 pound. Is the cost to ship a package proportional or not? And explain why or why not. Now, as mentioned, it costs $5.25 to deliver. Well, of course, 0 pounds would be $0. My apologies. $5.25 to deliver a package that is 1 pound. But anything in addition to 1 pound is going to be another 45 cents. Now, why don't you go ahead, pause the video, go ahead and fill out the rest of the table. Come on back when you're ready. And so if we were to add 45 cents for another pound, 45 cents for another pound, we get those relationships. As mentioned before, there's really not much of a point in doing 0 over 0, but let's go ahead and examine the other relationships of 5.25 for 1 pound, 5.70 for 2, 6.15 for 3, 6.60 for 4. Now, I am quite confident that you know how to divide, so I'm just going to go ahead and record my answers right here. 525 per 1, yeah, naturally any number divided by 1 is itself. 570 divided by 2 would be $2.85. Oh my goodness, right away. Right away we see it's not proportional. Can we finish the job? Absolutely. This one's going to be $2.05 per pound. This one's going to be $1.65 per pound. Oh wait, which is it? Is it $1.65 a pound? Is it $2.85 per pound? The point is this relationship proportional? No. Now go ahead and explain why it is not proportional. Pause the video and come back when you're ready. This is our last example before we head into homework. Andrew earns $18 per hour for mowing lawns. Is that amount proportional comparing the number of hours he spends mowing? So, quite naturally, yeah, sure, $18 per hour, but if that's 0 hours, 0 times 18 is, you guessed it, 18. 1 hour of mowing would be $18. Go ahead and pause the video, finish the table, come back when you're ready. So add another 18 to make 36, and then 54 and 72. Now, we have not had luck the last couple times. Let's find out. Naturally, you write 0 divided by 0. That's not really going to help. Notice our relationship is dollars per hour, not hours per dollar. So let's go ahead and write 18 over 1. $36 compared to 2 hours. $54 compared to 3. And $72 compared to 4. Now go ahead and divide those ratios. 18 divided by 1 is 18. 36 divided by 2. Okay, good so far, but that's not good enough just to have 2. 54 divided by 3 is 18. All right, let's make sure the 72 doesn't mess up the ratio. Oh, there we go. So, is that a constant rate of pay? Of course it is. This relationship will be proportional. And why is it proportional? Because the ratio does not change. It is always, always, always $18 per hour with nothing else involved. Go ahead and pause the video and come back to wrap it up. So that's what we have, ladies and gents. Onward to your assignment, please. This is assignment number 5. We're going to come back to assignment number 4 tomorrow. Proportional, non-proportional relationships, assignment number 5. Let me know if you have any questions. Let's grow.